Hello and welcome back to this course on usually we are discussing the F&B module here. So now in this video we are going to discuss the F&B labor cost. So food and beverage department labor cost. So as we can see in the profit and loss statement, labor cost is divided into few categories: salary and wages, contract staff, and other payroll benefits. Now the salary and wages is also in usually is divided into few categories like management and non-management, and management again is further categorized into service and kitchen. So what goes into service and kitchen? So the in the F&B department, under management, the service portion will include director of food and beverage managers, director of venues, restaurant managers, beverage managers, director of convention, banquet managers, or the convention services managers. So those managers, if the F&B department hasn't has a marketing manager, then it will also go there. So the management is basically not these are not the people who are facing the guest directly while servicing. They are more on the administrative side of either service or the kitchen. They are mostly responsible for planning and organizing. In the kitchen side, it will include executive chef, executive sous chef, a chef de cuisine, pastry manager, pastry chef, kitchen manager, executive steward, and the stewarding manager. So mostly the managerial positions which will be included in the management. Then you have the non-management staff. The non-management, as per usually, is split into three parts: banquet, kitchen, and venues. For a consolidated one, you may follow this, but for the individual restaurant, if your hotel is practicing individual restaurant profit and loss statement, then you can consider to separate the service, kitchen, and steward, where the service would be mostly sommeliers, your receptionist, captains, bartenders, servers, bus people, porters, attendant, runner, cashier, house person, as whatever positions you are calling them, but their main positions they have is directly attending the guest, directly serving the guest into the service. Similarly, those who are involved directly into cooking, that would be go into the non-management kitchen, which is chef de partie or grade manager or cook, pastry cook, butcher, baker, steward, or the cleaner, or sometimes you may call them commis 1, commis 2, commis 3, kitchen helper, whatever name you are calling them, but the main task for them is to cook, right? So you can consider here, you can argue here that chef de partie or pastry chef is also cooking, but for pastry chef de partie, chef de cuisine, usually their main task is not on cooking itself, but their main task is for the management part of it, managing the peoples, getting the recipes, preparing the menus, overseeing the preparations, not really cooking. They can cook, but that's not their main job description. So the non-management would normally be that service, kitchen, and stewarding. So normally the banquet would also be coming under the service if the banquet has a separate P&L. For the other departments, banquet would not be considered because there is no banquet staff in the other venues, right? So you have one P&L which is consolidated, where you will follow this description here: management and non-management. Management is service and kitchen, and for non-management, banquet, kitchen, and venues. But for the individual department, individual outlet P&L, you would say management is again service and kitchen, and the non-management would be service, kitchen, and the stewarding. So that's how you normally are splitting the food cost. In the next video, we're going to be discussing the other parts of labor cost.